penises. Hey, we're back. It's Ghost Watch time. And we're doing a Logitech giveaway for last month because I didn't do one. 20 subs on Twitch. Could be a resub, could be a new sub, prime, gifted, doesn't matter. We hit 20, we do a giveaway. You don't have to be a sub to be entered in the giveaway. You just got to be here when it happens. Subs do get a little extra luck though. And the fucking command isn't working. Let me try it again. Yeah, just the command's not working. Cool. Everything's broken. I did get the alerts to work though. I restarted my PC and sound is happening in OBS again, so that's all good. So throw tomatoes at my face all you want. We'll hear the splat. Flanzy fixed it. Flanzy doesn't do. He can't. What is he supposed to do? I don't think I have. What do you call it? Moderators on my stream elements. There you go. There you go. Nice, nice, nice. Also, hi YouTube chat. How you doing? Don't worry. If and when the giveaway happens, it'll be on the Twitch side, but I'll give you guys a link if you want to come join and enter. I had myself some steak and some asparagus for lunch, and dear God, my pee is gonna smell so good later. Are we ready to find ghosts? I fucking well, I'm more like interested and excited to see if the ghost video I made, the fake one, because ghosts aren't real, got put into any of these compilations. Nuke didn't upload a video this week. Frostmare is still just doing bullshit body cam videos. I don't know if he's even doing paranormal shit anymore. But we got stuff from Goose Pimples, Slaptam, Sir Spooks, and Chills at the very end. We need at least 10 subs for Chills not to be slowed down. Yeah, I'm gonna take away the giveaway thing in the title. It's not working. Y'all know how you've been here. We get 20 subs. This bar goes to 20. Hopefully the bar works. Everything's fucking breaking. And we'll do a giveaway. If not, then we'll do it some other day. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. So hit subscribe or gift a sub. Get on that leaderboard. Or use your Prime. It's free, dude. What happened to the Chris Hansen pet videos? They just got kind of old. Also, I was like paying for a subscription. Gifted. Oh, shit. Gifted subscribers. Hey, the bar's working. Umbra with the 5-bomb. Kitris, Rainier, Wolfcastle, Haas, Gordo, Dalabador, and Alley Wishes all got gifted. If you're in chat, give them a big old fist bump. All right, off to a good start, dude. Thank you. Appreciate that, Umbra. You're a legend, dude. A legend. Yeah, so I mean the Chris Hansen thing, it was cool for a minute. It was also really cool because a member of our community was like a producer on it, or like a line producer, so he came in and would talk about like some behind the scenes shit. Colby with the Prime 25 months. That's a quarter of 100, and I don't know how long 100 months is, but that's a lot. Giveaways, yeah, it's today. If we get up to 20, then we'll do when there's a good time to pause, we'll run a giveaway over on Twitch, but I'll make sure to post a link in the YouTube chat so you can jump over there to join up. Don't gotta be a sub to win or enter, you just gotta be here when it happens, that's all. But I mean, let's get, we got a 30-minute vid from Sarah over here. So recently, it was 8 days ago, I submitted my ghost video to all these channels on the 14th. So it's been over 2 weeks. Plenty of time for them to check it out and post it, hopefully. Everyone on the Slapped Ham Reddit seemed to fucking, like, most of them bought it.
Scary videos.
They were all debating it. And they seemed to all, for the most part, they all seem to be, like, thinking it's real.
With that said, let's begin.
No more Sarah. We don't get Sarah anymore, dude. She doesn't exist.
Over on the Paranormal Encounters subreddit, a user known as SageMan123.
Oh man, maybe I should post it on the Paranormal Encounters subreddit
that his friend took after moving into a new house.
Not me. I can't post it. Maybe I can ask someone to post it for me, like I did, like Clancy did.
His pet dog is laser focused on something in the distance that he cannot see. He proceeds to talk to the camera about how unsettling
dog
the whole
staring at
situation is when out of nowhere this happens.
Why are we focusing on the dog food?
I know. I think something's wrong. I don't know. I hear noises, but I'm not even sure.
Whoa. Fishing line. Fishing line.
Are you kidding me right now?
After this happens,
please tell me that's dude. That's exactly what I did. That's just fishing line. Holy shit, bro!
Record in silence for a while before suddenly his pet dog begins barking
very loudly at
something in the house.
That exists.
Even after his attempts to try to calm him down,
I don't know if I can handle that, dude.
Continues to bark, clearly very angry at something. Then this happens.
What's wrong with you?
I want to see inside that like closet where the fucking box flew to see if there's room for someone to just be. Yeah, okay. Someone could have totally been hiding right behind that wall there, and then just yoink, easy.
What's wrong?
It would be one thing if the box flew off the shelf and then he walked in there and panned around and there was no one in there, but he didn't do that.
The fuck?
Just fishing line again. They're just doing fish. It's all fishing line. Classic. They're learning, dude.
The door in the room slowly closes all by itself while the dog continuously barks. Not much else is known about this video, but it's definitely quite eerie.
I know a thing or two about fishing line, let me tell you what.
Shortly afterward, and it's hard to blame him. While it's easy to jump to paranormal conclusions,
expert yoink slash eat of that box off the shelf.
Unlevel flooring,
9 out of 10.
Air pressure causing dogs to shut on their own. And dogs can sometimes react to things like distant sounds or shadows that we might not.
There was actually some weird shit happening in the bay last night.
The timing of the dog's barking combined with the dog closing.
I want to say it was like it was either shortly before or after midnight. I was watching TV. I'm just on the couch. I have my headphones on, which are pretty good at dampening sound, like around me, and I hear like a pop, and I feel like a thud, and Marla's on the floor, and she looks up at the window. And I had my window open, so I was like, what the fuck was that? Was that a gunshot? It could have possibly been a gunshot. I live not far from a pretty rough neighborhood. So I closed my window.
Then you see something so
I didn't hear anything else. Marla went back to sleep.
You have to film it.
Then I was browsing Reddit, and on the Bay Area Reddit, someone was like, fireworks? Question mark? And they're posting like, yeah, there's like, I'm hearing like people are letting off fireworks. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't know why.
In the video, we watch as Brom,
but they were saying like it was all the way down in like Castro Valley, which is like an hour and a half south from here.
Difficult to see whatever it is that has his attention.
And then another person posted like, yeah, I heard some in Oakland. It's like, why are people like randomly lighting off fireworks all around the East Bay on May 31st?
A group of over 30
what?
people dressed in all black.
Could have been a jet. People are like saying from different like times though. They were hearing multiple like fireworks. I only heard the one.
But as for what exactly, nobody knows. It's
if it was a jet, I would have known. I know what a jet flyby feels like, man.
Then again,
yeah, I was like, are they ringing in Pride Month or something? But like, it's so, I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Meet up this way. It's tempting to imagine something sinister going on here, especially when you see over 30 people.
Dude, it's either a bunch of goths having a rave in the park or LARPers. D&D LARPers.
In the dark. However, it's worth considering that it could have been a performance group, a themed gathering, or even a prank
emo party,
designed to scare people passing by. Still, the fact that no one seemed to be actively doing anything, just standing there in the dark, definitely pushes this from strange
Juggalos don't go to
borderline
parks though. They
terrifying.
tend to converge in
Whether it was
parking
harmless or
lots.
not, I think most
That's
people
their-
would
that's
agree
their-
that this is
their
not
mating
something
grounds.
you'd want to stumble across alone at night. But I'm curious to hear what you guys think of this one. Do you think these people were up to no good, or do you think that there's nothing to worry about here?
Are Juggalos even a thing anymore? Like, is ICP still out there making music, or? I feel like they get mocked off the internet with
This
their
next video was
magic
posted
video.
by Reddit user SaucyGate9281, who caught something incredibly strange on a home security camera. The video starts with the alarm suddenly going
Roma,
off,
with
which
the
already
20
sets a
months,
creepy
welcome
tone.
back.
But then things get even weirder.
Get your dick this up. They're still there? Like, I imagine they're still touring and, like, putting on shows, but, like, have they released an album in the last, like, decade? It's either a... No, there's a shadow. Could be someone in a white hoodie, like, fucking casing the place for a robbery. It's very and they see the camera, so they're like trying to slowly back out of the
You can clearly
field
see
of
a
view.
white, ghostly figure moving across the frame, casting a distinct shadow as it moves. That detail alone makes this clip stand out, since most so-called ghost orbs or mist videos don't show any kind of shadow interaction. Some might argue it could be fog or a light artifact, but the way it casts a shadow raises serious questions.
They did one during COVID.
If this were just a camera glitch, you'd expect the
Were they
shadows to be missing
were they telling
or
people to
inconsistent.
not vaccinate?
The video was posted just a few days ago, so no
I feel like
updates
that's
have
something they would
surfaced
do.
yet. But here's hoping the homeowners find out what's going on, or at least get a good night's sleep sometime soon.
It looks like a Q-tip, like an out of focus Q-tip.
TikTok user
Soon.
Kills25 posted the security camera footage from their home, and while it starts off pretty
So it's just a
uneventfully,
really white
things take
guy,
a weird turn
an albino.
very quickly. The clip shows
Too white
a
for the
quiet living
camera
room
to
in the middle
detect
of the
his
night,
face.
until suddenly the curtains start moving on their own, even though nobody is near them.
I'm near them. Oh, what a lovely day. That was great. Don't they have curtains and stuff that are like automatic like that? Like you press a button and they can just open on their own? I feel like that's not terribly far-fetched. Or, you know what? A classic fishing line. I'm thinking fishing line, bro. Oh, I was about to fucking debunk. If she pressed a button right there in the corner and they opened again, it's got to be automatic.
The homeowner walks over.
There's got to
and
be
closes the
settings on there
curtains,
where you can have
but they
them open
keep
quickly or
opening again
slowly.
on their
Like,
own,
that's
almost
got to
like
be a fucking
someone
thing,
or
dude.
something is trying to look outside.
It's too
While there are
perfect.
such things as
It
automatic curtains,
opens
these
too
appear to be
perfectly,
ordinary
dude. Like
manual
it
ones.
opens
And even if it
exactly to
was
the
a
right
draft,
spot.
It's strange
each
that the
time.
curtains
I
seem
don't
to
believe
move
this.
so consistently. Some might also wonder
Like
if
it goes
cabins
all
or
the way
open
to the
windows
edge,
could cause
like
the
all the
motion.
way.
But the way the curtains move and how the homeowner reacts suggests this isn't something they've seen happen before.
What do you mean the way
Maybe
she
it is
reacts?
just
She
a
just
breeze,
walked up
or maybe
casually
someone
and
or
closed it.
something wanted to take a peek
Look,
outside.
she looks so unbothered,
Either
just
way,
kind of like, oh,
it's
they're open
definitely
again.
enough to make you double check your own windows tonight.
I love when they exaggerate. Like the way her body moves, like she just casually strolled up to it and went, all right.
In
Close
this
that
next
up.
video, TikTok user Adam Tristan
I don't
films
know
what seems
what
like
his
a
eyeballs
quiet
are
moment
seeing,
in
but
his
it's
bedroom,
not the
until
truth.
you notice something deeply unsettling.
His eyes are
Take a
lying
close
to
look.
him.
Ya lo vi, jefe.
Oh no, there's an emo in the mirror.
Parte ahí por la...
You bump up the quality a little bit there, bub. Kind of using me.
¿Qué me acerco?
Even like burner Nokia phones, I feel like have better camera quality than this. Nice fishing line. Let's go.
You can see a pale, human-like face peeking out from the small closet in the corner of the room. A few
It looks
moments
like
later,
someone just
the
is
closet door with a
scrolling on their
mirror it
phone. They're
creaks
just on
open by
Instagram or
itself.
something.
There's no extra context given, which makes it all the more mysterious. Is it someone hiding in there, a clever prank, or something paranormal? It's worth noting that lighting,
Yeah, they're just
reflections, or even staged setups could explain something like
Emails
this.
casually, you know.
But if it's not a setup, the way the face stays perfectly still and the door
Might be
moves on its
Sonia?
own makes this feel genuine.
Sonia who? That's such a vague thing to say. What?
But if that happened
Context,
to me,
please.
I'd probably be checking into a hotel for the night.
How about the cameraman gets closer? Yeah, get up. Walk over to the mirror. Get a nice close-up of that shit, dude. Sonia
The following
Reed.
video was uploaded to the UFO subreddit by
the
a user known
YouTuber?
as Camino das Almas and has been getting
Wait, what?
a lot of attention. The video in question
I'm
was
not
filmed
following
on
your fucking
September
logic
8th,
here, man. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know where
2023
you're going off on.
Portugal. The uploader says that at the time of recording, he thought he had captured just one metallic sphere flying away along the same axis.
Oh, not
he
just
was
one
facing.
metallic sphere.
However, he says that what's
Show
not
me them
shown in the very
balls,
beginning
baby.
is that
Show
the
me them
object
balls.
actually flew directly over him at a low altitude.
Look at that drone footage. Bro, could you hold your shit steady? Oh my. Michael J. Fox is filming this. No disrespect. I love the man. He's going to be in the new season of Shrinking. I'm looking forward to that.
He writes, quote,
This does not
the first
help.
2 minutes of the video is
That zooming in like that absolutely does not help. What's up, AJ? How you doing, man?
I've included a stabilized and zoomed in view to highlight the best visual of the main metallic sphere. Here's the crazy part. Nearly a year later, while reviewing the footage more closely, I discovered there were 8 more metallic spheres in the
Stabilized.
same clip,
Look, even
very far in the
stabilized,
background
it's
and
still
moving
fucking...
fast. They're almost impossible to notice at normal speed, so I edited the video to include slow motion, zoom-ins, and visual tracking to help reveal them.
It's a bird.
I did my best
a
to
bird.
point them out and make the details clearer without altering the core
You
footage.
saw his fucking
I'd love to
Cybertruck
hear
on your
what
way
you think,
home?
or if anyone
Yep.
can enhance this
They're-
further.
They're fucking ugly, dude.
A lot of people in the comments are impressed by how clear and natural the
Fugly.
footage looks. Of course, some think it could be balloons,
It makes so much
birds,
sense
or video
why
glitches, but the
those
way
things look the way they
spheres
look,
reflect
knowing
light
now
and
that
move in formation
Elon Musk
seems
is
a
just
bit
like
too
high on
coordinated for
ketamine
something like that.
24/7.
What do you guys think?
It's
Is
not
this
just
the
that he's
real
a fucking
deal or
weird
something else
freak
entirely?
idiot.
Be sure to let me know in the comments.
He was obsessed with birthing children. He's just fucking high all the time. That's why his ideas suck.
This video was posted to TikTok by user CCE Pedrao in February of this year, and is definitely one of the eerier ones. to
Such a
surface
Cybertruck
recently.
pulled over. Nice.
The video shows security camera footage recorded in the middle of the night.
Sir, do you
It
know why I
starts
pulled you
off
over?
looking completely
No,
normal,
officer. It's because you're
but
driving
that
a
changes
fucking
in just a
Cybertruck.
few
Get out of the car.
seconds.
Vicious Gator, you lost your mom on the 20th? Oh my god, dude. I'm so sorry. That's awful. Can we get some dick hugs in chat for the Gator? What are you? The dog doesn't seem to be afraid of it.
A strange ghostly figure can be seen
We got a
wandering
peeker.
around outside.
We got a peeker,
slowly
dude.
moving across
Red
the screen
Umbreon.
before the
Been a
video
minute,
cuts
dude.
off. Some viewers believe this could be a spirit caught on camera, possibly lingering around a location tied to its past. Others have suggested that it could simply be a person walking by.
I'm pretty sure
especially
that's
given
there.
the
You nailed it.
distance
Nailed
and
it,
lighting.
dude. That dog
Still,
is like
the slow,
ran up to
smooth
it,
movement
the
of
person,
figure
and
the
circled it
timing
like
of
it
its
knows
appearance
who it is. It's
definitely make
familiar.
this feel more unsettling than the typical late-night passerby. Whether you think it's paranormal
Yeah,
or not,
turn that
it's the kind
sepia
of clip
tone.
that
That'll help
stays
us
with
look
you
at the image.
and might make you think
That's
twice the
garbled
next time
up
you're
by the
out on
fucking
camera,
shitty
pick
frame
something
rate.
up at 3 a.m.
exactly at 3 a.m. because that's the witching hour.
A TikTok user named Dacia M. Solis Silla posted a short but very creepy video to her account recently. She explains that a home security system detected movement.
You got your
in the living room
go-kart fix again,
while
Colby?
she was in the
Nice.
bedroom
Oh yeah.
with her daughter.
Don't break it
Naturally,
again.
she decided to check the footage to see what it had picked up.
Wow.
And what she found was definitely not what she expected.
Wow.
Shogun Yama with the 69 months. Nice.
If you look closely, you can see
Oh
a
yeah,
quick
gonna get it
shadowy
nice in
movement
chat.
near the wall.
That's
almost
nice.
like a face or figure
That's
peeking
just-
out
that's
and ducking back.
Kino.
It happens very fast, but if you pause and rewind at the right moment, it's definitely there.
Yeah, it's
Some
definitely just
viewers
someone
think this could
peeking
be
around a
the
corner.
spirit of
It's a
child or
somebody. It's a
former
person.
resident, while others suggest it could be a camera glitch or bug.
It's
flying
not a
past
bug.
the lens.
There's literally something.
Still,
it's just a
given
person.
The timing and the fact that no one else
Dear
was in
God.
the
Okay,
room,
if he fucking posts this shit and doesn't post my video, I'm going to throw hands. I swear to God. Biden actually looks like a poltergeist, just throwing shit around my garage. This is just a human being standing behind a door going like this. That's it. Literally all it is.
it's hard to shake the feeling that something or someone was watching from that wall.
I'll be so livid if Sir Spooks doesn't post mine. I don't care about your fucking urban exploration bullshit, dude. Doesn't have to be this video, but eventually he better post my shit.
Over
I
the
swear to
UFO
God.
subreddit, a user by the name of Distinctive
What
Effect
number do I want? Where's that? I don't
8832
think the
posted a
number
video that is
matters.
sure
It's not a
scare you
ranking of
and
like
make you afraid of
scary
any sort
to
of
least
thing
scary. It's just
UFO related.
here are
if you're
5,
not
7,
already.
10 videos
The
of
uploader says that
stuff.
his brother was filming his daughter and a friend at this park. He said that he wanted to try slow motion capture on his brand new phone to test out the features.
I would
When he
absolutely
got
never get
home
on that
later
ride.
on,
I've
he
only
watched
ever
the
been
video
on like
a
a
big
couple of
screen
roller coasters in my
and
life, and they're
noticed
pretty
something
fun.
absolutely creepy.
But I would not that no, where you're just hanging there. I've done a hanging, like you're seated but your feet are dangling. I've done one of those. I forget what it was called. It was
Did you
at
see it?
Six
If
Flags
not,
Marine
it's
World.
not hard to see why. It's
up
a very
by
quick
Napa.
moment, but if you look just closely enough and at the right spot, you can make out some kind of strange UAP flying around in the sky. The thing that makes this video super creepy though,
Fucking bird,
the
dude.
UAP can be seen flying super fast, even though the video is clearly in slow motion. Naturally, some viewers have suggested that this could be a bug, a bird, or an artifact from the camera sensor.
I'm terrified of heights too,
the
but
fact
like
that the
I was
object
strapped
moved so
in and I was
quickly
just
while
kind of
the
like,
rest of the
I'm just
footage
gonna
is
do
slowed
it.
Down, definitely
Like, I'm
makes
not
this
big on
one worth
walking,
a second look.
Like
So what in
up
the
to
world
like
is
the edge
going
of
on
cliffs
here?
and shit.
How
Can't
is
do
it
that.
possible that this potential UAP
Rock
was flying
climbing,
that
like
fast?
Free Solo,
It's a
that whole
mystery
movie
that
was
so
just a
far,
fucking
nobody has
anxiety
been able
attack
to
for me.
decipher,
Great film,
and
don't
it's
get me
highly
wrong, but
unlikely
good lord.
that anyone ever will.
Good lord, it's terrifying.
In this next video posted to YouTube back in August of 2016, we watch as an employee at a school in Valle del Pino, Buenos Aires, Argentina, films himself working the night shift,
Buenos Aires.
presumably as a security guard.
Not Iris.
Throughout the clip,
That's a
the
Goo Goo Dolls
employee
song.
and a co-worker wander through the silent, empty hallways.
And
It's not entirely clear why they started filming, but you
I
can
know that
assume
song
they probably heard something strange
so well
and decided to
because
investigate with their phone
when I
camera.
was when it came
After
out,
a
me and my
while,
sister
they enter a
were in
classroom,
adjacent
and that's
rooms,
when they
and she would
experienced the
blare that
scare
shit on her
of a
fucking
lifetime.
boombox, constant, like on repeat, dude. She had the City of Angels, fucking soundtrack, the one with Nicolas Cage and Meg Ryan, where the song came from, and she would just listen to it constantly, and so I would just hear it all the time. It's a good song, don't get me wrong. It's a really good song. Definitely a banger of the 90s. Oh no, that chair's trying to get away. Get it.
Right in front of them, a chair slides across the floor all by itself. The two men freak
Yeah, a
out
movie
and
where the
quickly
song
run
is
away,
more popular than the movie.
clearly
The movie's
terrified by
not
what
bad.
they
I mean, I
just
haven't seen it in ages, but I remember
Unfortunately,
liking it.
Since this is the
I thought it
only
was a
video
cool
on the uploader's
concept. It was
channel,
interesting.
There's no way of knowing what happened next. But after something like that, I wouldn't be surprised if they never came back to that school again. Of course, some might argue that wires, magnets, or clever editing could explain the movement. But if it was a
IKEA
prank,
demon.
the genuine reactions of the two
No,
men
the
make it feel a
Flurgenharg.
little too real to dismiss entirely.
It took me 6 hours to assemble that. It was missing a couple pieces. I had to go back to the store.
This next video we'll be taking a look at was uploaded to the video sharing platform Dailymotion back in December of 2015.
Oh my god,
and
what a
showcases
blast from the
something absolutely
past.
terrifying in broad daylight.
Dailymotion, holy shit.
We watch as the videographer films a skyscraper
I feel
in the
carbon
city
dated.
on a cold and dreary looking day. But aside from the unsettling atmosphere of the video, for the
Next
first
he's
few
gonna post a
seconds,
clip from
nothing
E-Bomb's
appears to be
World.
out of the ordinary. However, a couple of seconds later, the uploader proceeds to zoom in to an area right next to the skyscraper, and it's here in which this seemingly normal video gets flipped right on its head.
It's who watches Venture Brothers? It's the Monarch's flying cocoon. Abadi Monarch. I can't not see it. I'm just picturing it. That's so funny. I mean, it's just like
Seen floating right next to the building is what appears to be a gigantic
photo or not. I mean,
it proceeds to slowly move its
After
way around
Effects.
the
You do
building
this
for
in
a
After
couple of
Effects
seconds
pretty
before the
simply.
video ends shortly thereafter, without any further
Maybe someone just
explanation as to what
exercising
we just saw.
their skills, you know.
Of course,
stretch
it's
their legs.
entirely possible that this might not be a UFO, and perhaps it was just a super weird-looking kite or something. But then
You got
again,
your
with
mom
the
to
well-being
switch
as
from nightly
mysterious and
cocktail drink to
strange as
THC
it
gummies
is,
for sleep.
anything is
Oh,
possible.
you're a good influence. That's healthier. Booze is poison, dude. Literal poison. I know more as well as the next alcoholic. That shit is just straight up poison for your
house
body.
or apartment should be your
No
number
good.
one safe space. It's the place in which you know for a fact that you can come to.
Ask
if
any
you want to be
fucking
in a
medical
welcoming
professional.
environment.
How many drinks
However,
a week
for
is
this
healthy,
woman
and they'll
named
tell you
Jeanette, Her
0
apartment was anything but safe.
every time.
This TikTok video that she posted in March of this year starts off with her looking incredibly uncomfortable as she slowly makes her way toward
We've
the
seen this
camera.
one before.
You can tell in seconds that something is terribly wrong.
She's doing like the
and that
dance
she's
video,
afraid
and
of
some
something.
dude is in her house or
What's
something.
wrong? Well, it turns out that an intruder showed up in her apartment in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
Posted by Jeanette, we
seen,
see her cuddling
seen her
up
shit. Seen that
A
one a
woman
billion
named Diana
times.
posted a series of videos to her
All right,
account
this is the last
that have
clip.
gotten
Looks
some
like
people
we're not
talking
making it on
in the
Sir
paranormal
Spook's channel this
community
week.
recently. And it's for a good reason. In the video, we watch
A little
as Diana
upset,
films outside
But I'm
of
not
her
gonna,
house.
I'm
Multiple
not
police
gonna lose
cars
my
with
shit.
their
I'm
sirens
not gonna
turned
do it.
on arrive
Not gonna
outside
do
of
it.
their home across the street, much to the confusion of both Diana and a man living with her. The footage then cuts to a handful of police officers at the front of an
Back
RV,
when I used to use like
clearly trying
THC
to talk to
gummies
someone
like a couple
who is
years
seemingly
ago,
inside. A second video posted by
I would
Diana
like
shows a
take
silhouette
a
of
couple,
child standing in front
like
of the police
cozy
car.
up with a blanket on
But
the
when
couch,
officer
and I would
walks
watch
past, the silhouette of the child
like these
disappears.
live streams
At the end of the video,
from
you
Norway
can see the silhouette again,
of like
standing
the
in front of the
front
police
cabin
car.
of a
But
train
after the camera
going
pans
through
away
the
and back
fucking
again,
fjords and
the
like the
silhouette is gone
mountains
again.
and stuff, the snowy
In a
mountains.
third video, Diana and the man
Just
enter the
really
RV,
fucking soothing,
and
except
it's
when the
here in
horn
which
went
we
off.
see
That would
some
always freak me
truly
out. But
scary things happen.
other than
And
that,
we'll
it's
also
just
find
like a
out
first
more
person
about what
shot of a
happened
train just
before.
going through the most beautiful parts of Norway.
Oh,
Lots of tunnels and stuff. It's just great, dude. I haven't been able to find it in a long time though. I was like, whatever happened to that channel? Are they still live? And I've not been able to find it. I think they went offline. We've seen this one too. I remember this dead bird falling.
What was that?
A damn crow.
Ugh.
Crows are real smart. If you have crows that like hang out around where you live, dude, go feed them.
What is
like, no joke. Just like bring them food. They'll remember and they'll pass it down to their children. And they'll be friendly to you. They remember people's faces.
Oh my god.
As
So
you
if
can
you're
see,
kind to them,
a dead crow
then
falls
they'll
from
be
the
like, all right,
ceiling,
you're cool.
Much to their horror.
They won't be like your
We
pet or
also find
anything,
out
but they'll
that
be
the man
like,
who
all
died
right,
in the
all right,
auto
man,
camper
you're cool.
had a child
We're cool.
who died a long time ago.
I won't peck your eyes
Is
out
it
when you're
possible
dead.
that the ghost
You're
we saw in
good
front of
people.
the police car be the man's child? A bit later on, Diana posted a video to her account to help provide
Exactly.
some
They'll remember if
context.
you're an asshole. Exactly.
Someone
That's
asked
why you want to
about
be
the
nice to
backstory
him.
of the dead guy, and Diana says she doesn't know. She says she also doesn't know about the backstory of the deceased
They'll bring
child.
gifts if you do it often enough.
She
That would be
also
cool.
put a
Getting a
side note
fucking
in the
present from a
description of the
crow.
post,
Just like a
stating
bundle
that
of
the
sticks.
man
Like,
in
I
the
would still be
trailer
like
died
elated.
from natural causes, saying she believes it was a heart attack. She also says that it might have been because his pacemaker wasn't working properly. In a Q&A, she
Yeah, we've
was
seen this
asked
one before.
if she thinks that
All right, didn't make it on to Sarah's channel. I got 2 goose pimples from within the last 2 weeks, so here's hoping. I remember I emailed them. Hi, Lex, how you doing? Welcome to Ghost Watch. 12 more subs on Twitch for the giveaway. No pressure. Use your Prime if you got it. It doesn't auto renew. You got to clicky.
Rafa,
You're very tired today?
spends most of his time delving through
Go lie down.
abandoned buildings. But the one that we're about to show you even had him shaking in his boots. He and his partner had visited the location once the day before. An abandoned home plagued by a tragic past event that has become quite the local legend among the village.
You already
I didn't
subscribed?
think it would be
Well,
anything too terrible.
subscribing on YouTube is
But they
different than
said that
Twitch.
on their
Twitch is
preliminary suite,
that's for
they had to
you
leave
pay,
almost
and you get a bunch of
instantly
emotes and no
due to
ads and
sensing
shit.
Real bad juju. Regardless, they were
Subbing
drawn
on
back
YouTube is
inside
free.
the next
It's
day,
just like, I
only
want to
be met
follow
with
this
the
person,
ruins of a once comfortable
which is
family
fine.
home.
I'm cool with that
As
too.
they moved around, they began to realize that their bad feelings the day before were way more than warranted.
Tá arranhando. Aqui no espelho aqui, cara.
Why do we need the audio bar on the bottom? Why do we need that shit, dude?
Tá vendo aqui uma coisa arranhando.
Every night
Oh
when
god.
I go to bed, I'm always getting touched.
The media share.
Meat_skeet_boogie just blew $1.50 on this guy. Crows
Hold
are
on.
awesome.
Media share. Thank you for the 150. Wait, let me see. Where is it? Other media request. Okay.
I realized very quickly this doesn't work.
Dude, they're hella smart. Look at them. Look at them stack those cups.
Is it a girl?
Her name is Artemis.
Artemis. Nice.
Marla.
Oh, look at that.
Good girl, thank you.
Buddy.
Can she distinguish colors?
She actually can. That's a different behavior we have, but we have like these little colored tokens, and she matches them to the block. You'll want to keep your hands to yourself just because she might think you have food. But she is fully flighted. Physically, she's perfectly healthy. So the reason that she's in captivity is because when she was a baby.
Look at her prancing around. She fucking owns the place, dude. That's cool. I want to see like, oh, we should have someone should have a competition where they have like a puzzle and it's the same puzzle for an octopus and a crow, and they like time them and see which one solves it faster.
Quem é
That would be,
você?
I would pay money to see that,
Você tá
dude.
querendo passar pro mundo dos vivos? Espelho serve de portal pro mundo espiritual. Tô. Pô, parece que
Hold on. Hold on.
tá arranhando vidro, espelho, cara, sei lá.
Marla Cam, engaging. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. There she is.
Tá aqui
Subscribe for Marla.
barulho desse espelho.
Now when we're talking about smart animals, we're not talking about her. She is dumb as hell. Yeah, the audio wave is really unnecessary, too. It doesn't add anything to this video.
Especially unsettled them because it was coming from what sounds like the inside of that mirror. Mirrors are often seen as portals into the spirit world. Could something be trying to claw its way out to them? They barely had any time to think about that before something else made them jump out of their skin.
I'm not even sure the audio wave is like synced up with anything in the video at all. It keeps like fading out too. What do you mean, how dare I say that? She's dumb as hell.
The most horrifying
She shits
thing
in my
here is that
bathroom.
you can tell from the audio that the noise is 100%
And like,
coming down
yeah,
their steps.
a solution to be
Nothing
put
there.
would be like
So far,
put
we have
her
something tried to bust out of the mirror and something
litter
else
box in
marching
the
down
bathroom, but then I would have to
feeling
smell
a
that
bit
shit when I'm
lost.
in there, and I don't want to do that. Also, I keep my toothbrush in there. I feel like that's just gross.
Looks like it wanted to have a bit more fun with
So I'm just keeping the door closed whenever I'm not in there.
Vê alguma coisa aí que dê sinal pra gente.
No access, Marla. You poop where you're supposed to.
Olha ali, cara. Olha ali, caiu o bagulho, cara. Oh.
Look at that old ass TV. It's got a knob on it. My God, I remember knobs on TVs.
Olha ali, caiu o bagulho, cara.
Lá.
Ó. O que você quer, cara? Fala alguma coisa. Olha lá, gente.
Cup's trying to get out of there, man.
O que você quer?
I love their focus on the cup. There's a creepy ass doll right there. These people, paranormal people, they love dolls. What are you doing? Go back.
Não é brincadeira, gente. Brincadeira, gente. Meu, cara, olha isso. Você tá vendo isso? Não, cara, olha isso.
Filma bem de perto, filma bem de perto.
Olha isso, gente, olha isso.
Olha lá, não tem nada ali.
Meu, cara, olha isso. Você tá vendo isso? Não, cara, olha isso. Não é brincadeira. Olha isso, gente, olha isso.
God damn it! Who's that? Reladris! 140 months. Welcome back. Get those dick fists up.
Olha isso, gente. Olha, olha, olha. O bagulho não para de mexer. Olha, olha. O bagulho não para de mexer.
Tá frio.
You know what it probably is for this effect? They probably have some, like a toy that you can control remotely, like a rolling ball thing. I've had one of those, or I had one. It stopped charging, unfortunately.
Olha isso aqui, gente.
No one can be subbed longer than me. Get in line, dude. 140 months isn't even the longest. We had someone,
could have been pulled
like
around with
Ragtag
some
has got like
camera,
163 or some
even
shit.
just by someone gently shaking the floor. But where would they be hiding to pull off any fakery? The house is falling to bits.
Yeah,
as
like
it
a
is,
remote
clear
cat
damage that
toy.
would be caused by someone
Yeah,
trying to help
those are,
another
you
on the
control it with your
floorboards.
phone with
And
Bluetooth.
there's
They're
nowhere
pretty
for anyone to crouch away
inexpensive.
unseen
Get them off
in the room that
Amazon.
they're in. And who closed the door?
If so, that's a neat trick. And I might think about, if I do another ghost video, that would actually be a
It
fun
looks something like a car key.
effect to
So
try
the
to
pair start wondering
pull
what it
off.
could possibly
So people
open.
couldn't be like, oh, it's just fishing line. It's like, no, no, no. How is it moving around like that, you know? I just have to find an object that can put it in, like a cup or a mug or something. That is the most fucking, like, canned baby cry I've ever heard in my life. You can get out... You can get this audio off of freesound.com, dude. Just make an account real quick with your email. Boom. Baby crying. Download. Throw it in the editor. Maybe add some reverb. You're done. You're done. That's all you need.
Oh.
I'm not gonna be. What, you think this guy's gonna be the next? You talking to me Sunday or this guy? This is so stupid. So fucking false. It's so obvious. It's a baby sound added in post, dude. Me? Nah, Zach Baggins sucks, dude.
Gente, tá tendo muito barulho.
The sound of a child crying echoes throughout the house.
No, it doesn't. Echoes throughout the editing timeline.
Now, the audio sounds a bit too crisp, so it could have definitely been edited in post-production.
Thank you.
But either way, one of them went off to investigate while the other hung back. Presumably to change into some spare pants while his friend was
At least
gone.
Goose Pimples,
Obviously,
I like
the
this
pair
channel
splitting
because
up
they
made the whole thing
entertain
10
the
times
skeptical
scarier, and it wasn't long
ideas.
before our
Like,
lone
you know, it could have
soldier
just
went
been
looking
this.
for his friend. As he crept around the house, he kept trying to use his walkie-talkie to communicate with Rafa, but something kept cutting off their line of communication.
You lost
Rafa grasps on the line
11,000
that something
dick
touched his
dosh.
shoulder.
Nice.
So naturally, his friend
Well
went to
played.
take
You
a
played
look,
yourself, dude.
But it was then that the real games began.
Ele tá. Não, aqui é só o sótão, não tem nada, só tem telhado e janela. Por que tem janela no sótão? Ai.
Are you okay, bro?
Uma coisa tocou em mim aqui, cara.
Ew.
Rafa. Alguma coisa tocou em mim aqui.
Strange wheezing
51,000.
breath could have
Holy
been from
shit.
him. But it sounded so different from his gasp that came right after.
Oh,
So
God.
what could
Come
have
on, man. It's the
And
same
retching when he
person,
came
just making different
downstairs,
noises.
What could have shaken him so badly? When he and Rafa met back up, his back was covered in grime, right where he said he felt like he was touched.
Aqui tava ardendo aqui, cara. Oxi, tem uns bagulho preto das costas aí, doido. Quê? Tem uns bagulho preto aí,
You got
cara.
some fucking shit on you, dude.
Tem um arranhão nada aqui?
Got some
Pô, tem
shit
uma
on your
marca bem
tattoo.
vermelha, cara. Deixa eu ver se eu consigo filmar aqui pra vocês verem. Aqui tá bem
No
vermelha,
cursing?
ó. Tá vendo? Tipo uma marca de mão.
All right. You got some stuff on you, dude.
Olha isso, gente. Uma marca de mão. Tipo... Sério? Sim, mano.
What could this have been? Is it all circumstantial evidence and a bit of cowardice causing all the discomfort? Or is it something more sinister? Number 6. Peekaboo. Urban exploration is a pretty huge thing now. Everybody wants to get their hiking boots on and break into some old rusty doorways. But contrary to popular depiction, this niche doesn't always go hand in hand with paranormal footage. A lot of explorers are simply going in to see what pieces of history they can feast their eyes on.
Y'all are
At
gambling
least
addicts
that
in
is
chat.
what this guy
I
was
swear.
doing when he walked into an abandoned laundromat inside a hospital.
Thankfully, you're not
But his
gambling actual
historic
money.
tour was made 10 times more terrifying when he watched the footage back once he got home and realised he might not have been the only one there.
Excuse me.
Nesse caso.
Ugh.
Lo último. Ah, esto es una especie de baños.
Wait.
Mira, acá hay un...
That's a toilet. No, that's where you go poo, dude.
No.
That's a poo toilet.
Sí.
Did you see that? For a split second on the left-hand doorway, you can just about see the hands and head of a dark figure slipping back behind the wall. Obviously it wasn't immediately spotted, so the guy had no idea who or what he was
Whoa.
sharing that space with. The weirdest thing about it is that the scary moment is not advertised at all in the description and barely any
No, of
commenters
course
seem
not.
to pick up on it. If you were going to fake
They want you to
creepy
find
video
it.
in an abandoned building, surely you wouldn't just throw in the
It
scary
drives up
moment
the
as a blink or
engagement.
you'll miss it Easter egg, right?
Speaking of engagement,
What do you think
YouTube,
happened
hit
here?
that like button if you could. Appreciate it.
Especie de...
It helps with the algorithm a little bit.
A poltergeist told me that you enjoy scary videos like this.
I don't want your merch.
Don't
Get your merch
subscribe
out of
to
here.
Keep their drooping eyelids from sealing shut. They noticed something that shocked them straight out of their half slumber. But it wasn't any kind of regular threat like an animal or some kind of gang, no. It was something
A
much,
gang?
much weirder than that. Take a look.
How'd you go from animal to a gang? Military installation in the United States. Okay. It's Area 51, guys. We found it.
It's a U.S. Army restricted area. You cannot be here.
Yeah, that dude's totally in the army. This was not filmed. This is fake as hell, dude. That dude's not in the army. This is not a military installation. This is some dude's backyard. They're doing this for lulz. Come on. Yeah, if it was the U.S. Army, they'd have better quality videos. Yeah, it's like it's like one of those giant Halloween decorations you get at Home Depot.
The video is
someone's just holding it behind the tree.
Awful quality, but you can see a strange figure poking its head out of the tree line. It does seem a bit sus that the thing keeps just repeating the same exact movements without advancing or retreating in any way, but the military seems stumped enough to be on high alert. This kind of extraterrestrial looking being has been spotted before in a few other locations. Check out this video, caught at around the same time as the American military by a dude and his dog on a snowmobile in the Canadian wilderness.
The camo pattern isn't current, hasn't been for decades, really. Yeah, just the way he was dressed, the gun he was using, it just seemed so just. Yeah, I don't buy it, dude. All right, the video quality here isn't garbage. Well, he's looking at you. He's barking at you. Oh, hello. There's just a random wicker man standing there.
You see that? No. Dude, holy crap, it's standing right on the left wall. Holy.
That's either a pretty ugly ghost or an alien if we've ever seen one. The figure has a similar skin tone to a Caucasian human.
Notice how it does not move. It is
and a massive
totally
head.
Stationary.
Classic alien behavior, really. The guy wasn't able to catch any more footage of the creature, so we have no idea if it was some kind of prank or a setup for both of these. Do you think that these clips could be proof that the alien invasion has already happened?
No, shut
or is
up.
there something more logical that explains these clips? Number 4. Through the Fire and Flames. This video was sent in by one of our viewers, Ben Godratmond, via email. Thanks for the suggestion. He was itching for us to analyse a video he found on YouTube that had chilled him to the core. The clip in question was recorded during a sort of seance, conducted by a man who was attempting to use a bonfire to summon a specific presence. Take a look what happens as he sat crouched near the flames.
Red arrow, gotcha.
ایرادی نداره همین که شما الان خودتون نشون دادی برای ما کفایت میکنه.
Okay, a little fake shadow shows up and then a rock bounces.
This clip so impressive that we just had to keep going back and looking closer. But as we did that, we realised something wasn't quite right. So here's the deep analysis that you deserve. Firstly,
deep analysis.
If you slow the video down and go frame by frame,
I was about to say
that when the rock moves, the shadow is so delayed.
Yeah, his shadow is not in the right. I noticed that like right away. It's like, why is this arm up in the shadow but not here? It's because it's two different shots layered over each other.
The guy's shadow is pretty sus as well. Right here, his shadow is moving, but he isn't. Look at his hands. Right here, he's also dropped himself in it. Take a look. Did you see that split second where the entire video footage moved?
Yeah.
He probably removed a layer in editing and just wasn't able to cover it well enough and missed it when he uploaded.
What is? I don't understand why you would do that when the rock was clearly just being tossed from off screen. If that was your ghost effect, then why do you do that extra bullshit, which is easily debunked? I don't know. That's one for the ages. That's flabbergasting. Why are we watching Scooby-Doo?
Liminal space. Abandoned hospital corridors will always remain one of the most unsettling places
Chat,
in the world.
11 more
And with the rise
subs
of
till the
liminal spaces in
giveaway.
mainstream
Use your
media,
Prime if you
almost
got it.
everybody can begin to feel completely
Excuse me.
isolated under the eerie yellow lights. Which is
Ooh,
why this
liminal
person was shivering and
spaces.
recording their journey through a seemingly empty hospital. They didn't trust their surroundings, and they were right not to. Check out the footage they caught.
It's gonna be like Exit 8. Which apparently someone made Exit 8 into a movie. They adapted it into a feature film, and it's very good. It premiered at Cannes Film Festival. It's that game, the game where you're in like a Japanese metro tunnel, and you keep walking, and a person walks by you, and but then it just keeps looping over and over again, and
Those
you have to
machines
turn
are pretty
around if
damn
you
heavy,
notice
so it would be quite the
anything
task
that's
to get
dissimilar
something to be
from the
able to
last
pull them
loop.
around. String would
In order to
snap
get
with
to
one
Exit
pull,
8.
and
Apparently
fishing
they made a
wire
whole
wouldn't
film
give
about
that
it, and it's
amount of
very good,
momentum.
according to
Anything
reviews.
with the strength to pull the things around would stick out on camera like a sore thumb. Someone could have pushed them the other way, but where would they be hiding? Hospitals are
Fishing
housed the
line.
last breaths
That
of
shit's
many.
strong,
Could this be
dude.
real footage of the spirits finally
You wouldn't even
lashing
need
out
more than
after being
one.
trapped?
Just one bit of fishing line. You could yank that whole thing. It's on
Number
wheels.
2. Parking up. While checking through the CCTV cameras for a multi-storey car park, the security guards were left trembling limb from limb when they saw something horrifying on the video stream. No, they weren't watching a car with L plates trying to parallel park during rush hour. It was something much scarier.
Just another CCTV glitch. There's a real person walking there, but it's just fucking up. Seen it a billion times. You're boring me. Show my video. It's exciting. There's a
The
cat
camera
in it.
quality could possibly be to
God,
blame
these
here.
YouTubers don't know
Sometimes the
good quality
video comes
videos
out a
when
bit
they
faded and glitchy,
fucking fucks
with
them in the
people
face.
and objects not as clear as they could be. But why does the figure stay transparent for the whole video? And why is it darting in and out of the cars? It could be glitchy footage of a
I mean,
guy
dancing. It's
trying
just
to
someone
find his
walking through a car
but
park.
The dark, slightly wispy quality
That's
of the
it.
silhouette has us thinking something more
They're
sinister
just
was at play.
going for a stroll, looking for their car.
Number 1. Final thoughts. This video comes from a street CCTV camera in Japan. The backstory is somewhat murky, but it claims to capture an unbelievable moment, just on the side of the road.
The Predator lost his car again. His soul's leaving his body. You could literally just now this is where you could layer two videos feeds on top of each other to get that effect very simply, and then you just drag the opacity down on the footage of him getting up and looking back. It's very simple. You don't even need any like fancy like effects or anything. It's literally just an editing timeline, 2 video tracks, just layer them on top, make sure they're synced perfectly. Boom. Because he only gets up as soon as the motorcycle girl is gone. Once she's out of frame, that's when this starts happening. So it's like, yeah, super simple. It's how Patrick Swayze died in Ghost. Yeah, but you have to do that hot clay thing with Demi Moore. Oh wait, no, he did that when he was alive. No, he did it when he was dead too, didn't he? because that was like their thing. That was their love language. Pottery. The more you replay this footage, the easier it is to spot what's going on.
There are many people who believe that the soul is a separate part of our consciousness and body, that it latches onto one vessel, and when that vessel takes its last breath, the soul detaches itself and roams the world free once more. The belief is somewhat similar to that of ghosts and ghouls, but with more of an emotional and spiritual twist. But it's the very thing that this video claims to have witnessed. Although it's a bit weird that souls miraculously come out with the same clothes on as the human. Perhaps the world of souls is a cosmopolitan place. Who knows?
Shiro had one thought. Were these the people who vanished back then?
Alright, did make it into this one, but there's another one. Maybe here. This one I think was more recent. 4 days ago. Plenty of time. Plenty of time.
いいよいいよ一気にねおーおーおーあと1個頑張れ
This is like from a movie or something. Yep. Got her ass. Happy fucking birthday.
These two ghost hunters
Gonna
were
eat your
left
soul.
trembling when they caught something truly bizarre on camera. They'd gone out to explore a bridge in Japan, an infamous spot with a tragic reputation, known for drawing in those ready to log out from life. So yeah, they were already expecting.
There's a lot of places to do that in Japan, apparently, man.
Especially after
Yeah, Mark, we don't watch
others
Kay's
had been
videos
there
anymore.
before,
She's a bitch. Fuck
with
her.
a few even snapping ghost photos that went viral.
She'd copyright
These
strike
guys
my
wanted to see it
my
for
channel,
themselves,
so
hitting up every haunted
not watching
corner
her
of
shit
the
ever
site
again.
at stupid o'clock. And it all started when they noticed something. They could hear it, clear as day. A woman's voice, singing. High-pitched, distant, and way too real for their liking. They continued on to a few more spots, including one where many visitors have claimed to have seen the spirits of an old man and a young boy hovering around a bus stop and a phone booth. After that, they headed for the real deal, the bridge itself. It could have just been the knowledge that so many people have vanished from the spot, but at a certain point, one of the investigators felt that he couldn't go any further.
I like his shirt. Pretty rad. Goat man, are you there? Talk to me, goat man. Ah.
ほら今入ったんちゃう俺動かれへんこっから今
God, can any of this? This is 1080p premium enhanced bitrate. Still looks like trash. It doesn't matter if the video we're watching, like the compilation videos, 1080p, because the individual clips are always fucking just garbage looking.
He says that it felt too dangerous to go any further. Could it be a case of paranoia or something otherworldly drinking him in, like it did everyone else? After spending a bit more time on that segment of the bridge, the pair weren't able to catch anything that really set their hair on end. But as they got back into the car and checked all the evidence they'd gathered, they realised there was one place they hadn't checked out thoroughly enough. A part of a different area of the bridge where only one small portion had had the concrete redone. They knew there had to be something spooky going on over there, so they went and set up shop to record some footage, which is when the creepiest thing ever happened right next to them.
What happened? I heard a musical sting.
What the hell was that?
Oh.
While it could have been an animal or a bag of some kind, the way it moves is so human-like. You can even make out knuckles. Maybe it was one of the pair holding onto something on the other side and raising his hand up himself.
Probably,
but
yeah.
that would be basically impossible.
That's my guess.
Because they went to check out the exact area that it happened. There's nowhere for anyone to perch unseen, able to reach their hand up. The thing is practically flat all the way down. So who or what could have
Tom
been
Cruise
crawling
could
up
do
from
it.
the side of the bridge? What do you
Or that
think?
dude from Free Solo with his giant thumbs.
Number 6. Village of the Jinn. There's nothing quite as wild as Jinn hunter videos, is there?
Yeah, they're pretty great.
But even one of the most
Action-packed.
experienced in the field was left
Lots
reaching
of
for his
door
spare
kicking,
pants
you
when
know?
he visited a place dubbed the Village of the Jinn by those nearby. It wasn't long after he first stepped foot on the village soil that he was given a very warm welcome.
The ones where they just like stand there and talk to the Jinn and the Jinn talks back are really funny. Like, are you even fucking like afraid of this thing, dude? Just having a full-blown conversation, shooting the shit, you know, exchanging phone numbers.
It could well be wind moving it all around, but there's no whistling noises at all, so how could that be the case?
What?
There's so much stuff left lying around too. and
Wind
all the items
doesn't
look to
always
be
make
heavy types of
noise. What are you
furniture.
talking about?
Wind wouldn't be able to throw them around unless they were gale force. Why is there so much abandoned furniture in the middle of the village as well? Did everyone leave here in a hurry? When the guy decided to start checking out the interiors of the houses
Sorry, I don't believe in wind unless it's
the
whistling.
activity had started to follow him.
Like when they start aggressively chasing the ghosts. Yeah, that's what ghost videos should be. Not like those 90% of them where like anything scary happens, any noise or anything, they pack up their shit and leave like a bunch of pussies.
لا إله إلا الله أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله لا إله إلا الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
At this point, he was more than ready for whatever else these jinns could throw at him.
Yeah.
Literally and
God's on his
figuratively.
side, dude.
So he stormed into what looks like a large apartment complex or office building and began to sort through all of the rooms. But he might have walked straight into a trap.
It's a tarp. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Give me them door kicks.
Bismillah.
The door got unkicked. Ew. Ew, the way he's fingering that. Ew. That's gross. A little too graphic for me. I might get in trouble for showing this. Sounds like a tiny train. Yeah. Yes. God. I don't even care about the gin, dude. I just want more door kicks, bro. Take it right off the hinges, baby. What's up, Crazy Ozzy? How you doing, man? Just jump out the window. All that trash down there, it'll break your fall. You'll be fine, dude.
There's a few possibilities here, most of them terrifying. Number one is that
no, Panda, that's the grandma way of doing it. You know, like granny style bowling where you do it between your legs. No, real men kick
Number two
forward.
is that the Jinns lured him into that building and locked him in. And
that's
the
hardcore badass way to do it.
Lurking in the building and locked him
Otherwise,
in
you just look foolish.
The rest of the video is spent with him desperately trying to break out of the room, and you can tell that he's really giving it his all. Eventually he realises that the door just isn't opening and that he's going to have to figure a way to shimmy from the high floor he was on back down to the ground.
What? Just ripping the wall down? Man, he's getting all sorts of asbestos in his lungs. Good God. Breathe it. Yeah. Snort it. Right off the windowsill. Chat. Still got 11 subs till the giveaway. Also, one more, and then I won't slow down chills later. I will in fact speed them up. You know the drill. Can you, speaking of speeding this up, can we get to the part where there's a Jinn?
Bismillah.
Sure, being forced to get injured or stuck in an abandoned building where nobody could find you. That's why, like, if you're gonna be an urban explorer, you should probably, like, put an air tag in your backpack or something, you know, just in case.
The question here is, why would he deliberately put himself in so much danger?
Take a bite out of the wall, yeah.
Just to film.
Break off a piece of drywall.
He'd already caught some pretty spooky footage, so why would he do this? Could he really have been hounded by Jinns in the video? And if the window weren't open, they would have soon descended? Who knows? A poltergeist told me that you enjoy scary videos like this.
Yeah, I don't want your merch. Oh no. Oh no. Motorcycles get drunk, dude. that motorcycle looked like he was struggling, dude. Holy shit.
The guy's family heard the commotion and went to check the cameras, only to be confronted with what they believed to be his spirit coming back to try and take his bike for one last ride. While sometimes bikes can malfunction and start by themselves, how are the handles moving as though someone were turning them round? Do you think that this is the spirit of a biker trying to get his knee to the ground one final time? Or could there be a more electrical explanation for this clip? Number 4. Planning permission. This video was captured in Battambang, Cambodia. A trio of seasoned paranormal pros had been tipped off on the whereabouts of an abandoned house left to ruin after the man who built it had fled in the dead of night years ago. Everyone was left scratching their heads at this, because the man had spent so long building his dream home. But after a while, the horrific truth came pouring out. The house hadn't been built on any kind of land, oh no. It had been built directly on the crude grave given to a group of people who took their last breaths right where the house now stands. The landlord apparently saw the bones and that didn't stop him from wanting to get to work, so he basically built the house on top of them. Naturally, you'd be pretty annoyed if that were you. So by the looks of it, the spirits of those people tormented him until he could take it no more. But what could they have done to make him flee so quickly? Well, that's just what these guys went there to find out. They spent a lot of their time attempting to make gentle contact with the spirits. But no
Gentle
amount of
contact.
incense sticks and quiet requests could have prepared them for what
Hey.
happened when they headed around the back of the
Hey,
house to try and
Spirit.
get inside.
How you doing? Brought you some pie. That shit looks rickety, dude. That looks so rickety. Oh no. The spectacles. You want pie? I actually haven't had pie since, well, Thanksgiving. Whoa, this dude's booked it. And now he's regretting it. Look.
What on earth is that? The face
What?
doesn't move at all aside from appearing and then suddenly disappearing, but where would it have come from? We know there's nobody else inside, unless
Probably
they
just a
went
bat,
in and hid
dude.
Before, but how could they have just vanished into thin
Just
air
a
like
fruit
that?
bat.
After
You
they
scared
all
it.
managed to pull themselves together, one madman decided to go in there and check it out. But that's when things started getting super weird.
Was there not like a door? They could, why did they have to go this like extreme way into the fucking house?
Thank you, idiot.
Jesus. Thank you. Red Panda Pop for gifting AJ Assassin a sub. There we go. Halfway there to the goal. Chills will be sped up. No slow chills today. A book? $2 cheaper when you're on your computer. Well, yeah, because the app store takes a cut. Never, ever, for the love of God, I'm telling you, this goes to anyone. Never subscribe to my channel on your mobile, ever. Do not do that, please. Do not give Apple or Google your extra money just as a service fee. That's bullshit. You shouldn't have to be charged for that. Twitch should have to pay that, frankly.
Why doesn't he come out? And what are those loud crashing sounds from inside?
Probably the fucking metal, like when they were climbing on that
It could be
roof.
him, but if it is,
was
why
loud
isn't
as
he
shit.
saying anything? Eventually he does come out. We see him at the end of the video. But what the hell went on in there? And what was that face?
It's not a
Do you think
fucking
this could be one of the
face,
spirits
dude.
Who once scared off the previous owner,
It's just
ensuring
something
that
in the
place stays
background.
empty? Or could it be something else?
Wow, what a terrible
Leave your
video.
theories
What an
down below.
absolutely god-awful video.
Number 3. Master of Puppets. Attic rooms have always been considered strange, eerie places.
I feel
Which is
like
why
so much of my
Zan's
time was
so
just
fretful
wasted right
after they
there.
began hearing strange noises in the
I want to
attic.
fight somebody.
Worst
I'm
part,
gonna fight
the door to
somebody.
this mysterious attic is right inside their room. After listening to strange rustling for a good few weeks and being unable to shake the feeling that it wasn't something more sinister than a small animal,
That's
they headed up to check it
forbidden
out.
candy.
But they found something that just left them
What's it called?
and their viewers scratching
What am I
their
thinking of?
heads.
Cotton candy.
Confident that a human is not up here, at least. I don't know why it's taking me so long to see this white sheet thing in front of me. I am so ready to wrap it up and get the hell out of Dodge until finally I notice something. Who is this diva?
Forg. Oh no, it's a goblin? Troll? What is that?
Wait, I think this is a puppet. Thank God. I cannot believe the mint condition this guy's in.
That's pretty cool.
Quite drawn to it.
That's a cool find.
Real quick before I get the fuck out of here. The fact that this is all just around the opening of the latch should be more concerning to me, but I have no self-awareness.
Wait.
Why did I not see this? It was right beside me. You're pulling my fucking leg, right? At first I thought it was like a rat mask. It's a pig. What the fuck is going on in here on this day? There's no one up here.
You just found some random treasures in your flat. Like what's the problem?
My new findings, because you know what, they're kind of cute. Just inhaled fiberglass or something. Jesus Christ.
It couldn't
Can you
have
please
been
stop
anything creepier,
covering the
could
microphone
it?
with your thumb?
Who leaves a weird puppet on its own in a loft? For some reason, unbeknownst to us, they decided to keep the puppet.
Yeah,
But this
that's
is where
rad.
things start getting a bit weird. They started using this puppet for content, specifically to promote their new song.
Influencers. Can't give them an inch, dude. They'll take a mile, I swear.
This does cast a bit of doubt on the whole validity of the case. It could possibly be a huge PR stunt, perhaps leading up to an album drop. But even then, you can't be sure, because after a few of their attic videos went viral, they made another video, seemingly sick of the attention it was gathering. Could it all be a cunning double bluff? It would be a really cool stunt, but if it isn't a stunt, that's a super creepy thing to just find stored above your house. And it raises another terrifying
a puppet and a
possibility.
mask.
Check out the first video.
Both
they
of
posted
which,
that started
by
off
the
this
way,
event.
both of those things looked like they were just recently purchased. Like they were clean as fuck. I'm calling.
If you think that there is a.
I'm calling bullshit, shenanigans.
Hypothetically speaking,
She fucking bought that, put it up there, and made that video to go viral, and it worked. I mean, good on her for doing it, but that's what I really think happened.
And midnight, there is a banging coming from my ceiling. It's not
Yeah,
neighbors.
ugh, why are people so interested in this thing I put in my video?
And on top of all that, there's an attic door in my room. Here she is, and she diva. Hi, gorgeous.
No dick lurking.
I've never been in that space,
Get that
so
dick
I don't
lurk
know
out of
whether
here.
it's like an entire attic, whether it's a fucking crawl space. I don't know. It's 8:30 p.m. I'm gonna come back up here.
I want to see that red
and
butthole.
record it so you can hear it for yourself.
Suffering from
So you know
success,
that
yeah.
I'm going fucking crazy.
1 hour and a half later.
It's showtime, baby.
Hello.
I'm not alone, at least. Now we wait. Maybe we won't have to wait for that long. I fucking told you, listen to the show.
Can you keep it up? Can you turn up your volume, dude?
What the fuck is that? Lily got creeped out and came downstairs, so I followed. I'm so sick of this. It's past the point where it's creeping me out. It's just annoying the fuck out of me. I'm just gonna go up there tomorrow and investigate what it is in the daytime. Not now, while it's active. I might look stupid, but I'm not that stupid. I watch horror movies. Anyway, I'll give you an update tomorrow.
You're not used to your
The
username?
noises could easily be shrugged off as that of a bat or
26
some other kind of
years
small
is the last
animal,
time
or
you
even
used that
just old,
username?
creaky house noises. Those last 3 knocks, though,
Well,
they sound just a little bit too
Why did you
precise.
change it back from what it was? What
The
inspired
thing
that?
to be worried about here is frogging.
Dog seems
spelled with a
unbothered. I mean,
PH
sometimes
rather than
pets
F.
like
It's
get used to
becoming something
noises
of a
and
trend,
stuff.
with
Like
communities online dedicating their time
when the
to
dryer's
frogging.
going or the
If you're
washing
not
machine,
sure what
but
that
Marla
is,
doesn't really
is
pay much mind to
literally
it, you
people
know?
getting off on the adrenaline of living in your house without you knowing.
Ew.
Could that be what happened here? Someone either left the puppet behind accidentally or as some kind of statement. Or could
Statement?
Sand be building up
What
some great
what
album
pray
promo?
tell would the statement be?
Whatever's
I
happening,
want to
you'll
know.
have to keep your eye out to see if the story develops. Number 2. Warehouse woes. On a list of creepy liminal spaces most likely to be full to the brim of nightmarish creatures.
Oh, you're a
warehouses are
Rashi.
pretty
Fuck.
high up there.
I did not
Especially
even
when they're
realize
full of
that.
coffins and mariachi
What's
skeletons.
up, dude?
That's where this guy found himself while investigating a weird noise that he'd heard down there while working in a connected building. He was expecting to see some materials on the floor that had toppled over or something normal like that. But he soon realised that something much, much creepier was lurking down there.
Skeletons that dance like they're in an Oingo Boingo video. Whoa, big ass, that's a cool coffin.
Allí está un maniquí, son galata, pero es un ruido muy extraño.
You went from you sound like a cool dude to, oh fuck you guy. Yeah. Now I know how to treat you in chat. Oh, is the viewer attack not? Oh shit, you're right. Hold on. Boop. There you go. Throw shit at Marla. No, I should probably. There it is.
Bueno, como sea va a quedar. Y es que guachen aquí. No pasa nada, mira, estas son las estatuas, te digo. Pero se asomaba de ahí.
Oh, Day of the Dead statues.
As if those sombrero-wearing skeletons
making me eat my veggies. I had asparagus earlier. My pee is gonna smell funny.
The weirdest thing about this video isn't even the contents of the warehouse. When the guy goes to chase the shadow that was peeking from behind the wall, the second he steps foot near the area, his camera looks like it starts to glitch. It was working fine before he went shadow hunting, so what happened?
Shut the fuck up.
It's pretty popularly
His camera
discussed
started to
that
glitch.
spirits can
Come on,
interfere with
man.
technology in some ways. Could that be what happened here? Or was it some kind of prank pulled on him by a co-worker and his phone started to die as he was recording? What do you think?
I think you're reading into this too hard for views.
Number 1. Total knockout. The spooky CCTV footage we're about to show you captured one of the most terrifyingly confusing moments of this poor dude's life. He was just trying to get on with his day at the office, and taking the stairs to all the other floors was 10 times quicker than using the lift. But as he went to jog down another flight, something unbelievable happened. Take a look.
Please tell me he falls. Please tell me he falls. What the fuck? What? These dudes are on crack or something, dude.
From the wall, so where the hell could it have actually come from? While he could have just thrown himself backwards and edited the footage to make it look like a shadow figure had clotheslined him, why would he flail around in such a dangerous place? We've heard enough stories about how dangerous
for
falling
video,
downstairs can
for
be,
views.
no matter how old you are.
Because views,
There's not
bro.
much backstory to this clip. It's just a random stairwell in some office block, and the guy who got knocked down was just another worker trying to get through his day. But here's the creepy part. As that shadow moves, it makes you wonder, what if it's not just this stairwell? What if shadow bastards aren't just tricks of light, but something alive? Something watching you, waiting for the perfect moment to turn your day into a living nightmare. This creepy-ass footage might just be a sneak peek into something way more sinister. Something that doesn't stop at stairwells, but could be literally anywhere, anytime.
No, it's exclusive to stairwells. Well, didn't make it into these two
His brother's
videos.
party hat, but
Jesus.
somehow the elastic string.
How you doing? I'm Callan, and this is Slap
All right.
Ham. This is the.
Hey, good on him for losing weight, by the way. He definitely lost some weight. All right, there's 2 slapped ham video. He uploads very frequently. So Flancy posted the video on his subreddit. It got like 100 upvotes. There's no way he didn't see it. There's no way he didn't see it.
place where we curate the scariest clips going around the internet So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more
No
creepy
way.
content. Just like this.
Swear to God. Is this full HD? Give me that premium, dude.
This eerie footage, captured by a homeowner in San Marcos, Texas, has viewers debating whether a genuine ghost has been caught on
vote
camera,
for that dick clip,
or if it's simply an ordinary person distorted by poor quality night vision.
Oh,
On
is
the
he
night of
actually
April
starting to be
15th,
skeptical of videos? That's cool.
2025, the homeowner's living room security camera recorded something chilling.
Yep, that's a person. It's a person they recognize. The dog is hoping that person will get them food.
The video shows a pale, transparent figure quietly drifting across the living room, seemingly unnoticed by anyone, except the
What do you mean
homeowner's dog
unnoticed?
and
The dog
cat,
is
both
staring
of whom watch the
directly at
strange
them.
apparition intently,
So's the cat.
clearly baffled by what they're seeing.
We have 2 eyewitnesses directly
The
in
homeowner captioned
frame.
the clip.
You are lying,
Caught
sir.
a ghost on my living room security cam, even my pets see it, sparking fierce debate among viewers. Skeptics were quick to dismiss the footage as just a trick of the camera's night vision mode. That's no ghost, just someone walking past, one user confidently declared, blaming the camera's grainy resolution for making the figure appear ghostly.
Thank you, user.
Yet not everyone was convinced by the skeptical explanations.
Well,
Others
they're
believed it
fucking
could indeed
idiots.
be
Of course
paranormal,
they're
particularly
not
because of
into
how
it.
clearly unsettled the pets appear in the video.
They don't
One
like their
commenter
beliefs
noted,
being
"Seems like a
challenged."
non-threatening spirit, which is a good sign." Many also urged the homeowner to
Non-threatening.
research the history of past tenants, suggesting the possibility of a lingering spirit. So far, no definitive explanation has emerged,
Yeah, the
leaving
pets,
viewers divided.
It straight up
but
looks like that
undeniably
dog
intrigued.
is like waiting for them to get them a treat or food because they're in the kitchen, you know? You farted a small hole in your underwear? Nice, dude.
In 2010, Natasha
Hell
Oliver,
yeah.
a 22-year-old from Wem, Shropshire, UK, captured
Someone
a photograph
give
that
Flaming
quickly
Sam
stirred
and a
local
sub
paranormal enthusiasts
farting through their
and rekindled
goddamn
old
underwear.
ghostly legends.
That's
Oliver
legendary
was posing
status.
with friends in front of a partially built home when she noticed something unsettling in the
Is
image.
that a Knight of the Round Table up there in the window?
A ghostly figure of what appeared to be a woman holding a baby, peering eerily.
It looks
from
like
an
a
upstairs
like
window.
a jouster. That looks like the armor they wear for jousting.
Initially dismissing it as a trick of the light, Natasha and her friends soon became concerned after inspecting the building and confirming no one else was present. The house itself was under construction, lacking floorboards and stairs, making it impossible for a person to stand where the figure appeared. Oliver
Cool, can we see
insists
proof
the
of
photo
that?
is genuine and has even called for experts to professionally analyze
Can we see
it,
proof
despite
of there
skeptics
not being a
claiming
place
the
to
eerie
stand in there?
shape might
That'd be nice.
simply be
Proof?
photoshopped. What's
Not just
especially
hearsay?
intriguing is the historical context surrounding Wem, a town already steeped in paranormal lore. This photograph echoes
What
one
a-
of Britain's
what a
most
name
famous
for a
ghost
town.
pictures.
Man.
The infamous Wem
If
ghost
only it was
photo
an A,
from
it would be called
1995.
Wham. Like the-
During
like
a
the
devastating
band,
fire
dude.
at Wem Town Hall, amateur photographer
George Michael.
Tony O'Rahilly snapped an image appearing to show a little girl standing among the flames. Locals quickly connected this apparition to the ghost of 14-year-old Jane Cherm, who allegedly started a massive fire in the town in 1677. For years,
No, I don't want proof of your
O'Rahilly's
destroyed
photograph
underwear. No,
sparked
no, no.
fierce debate
You keep that to
until
yourself. I
2010,
believe you.
The very year
I believe
Oliver
you.
captured her unsettling image. A startling discovery revealed that the ghostly girl in O'Rahilly's photo bore an uncanny resemblance to a child featured on a 1922 postcard, raising serious doubts about its authenticity.
Oh yeah,
Nonetheless,
that's 100%. Look, even you can see like where her little cap has like creases. They match perfectly. Yeah, no, that's just a really cool Photoshop.
Wem ghost picture remains embedded
Case
in local legend and continues to fuel debate between believers and skeptics.
The hat. The
Now,
hat
Natasha
sold
Oliver's
it.
photograph has added yet another layer of mystery to Wem's haunted history, leaving residents and paranormal researchers alike wondering, has Wem's most famous ghost returned, or is this simply another case of eerie coincidence?
Is the girl in that photo like throwing up behind
The
it?
following eerie
She's
incident
turned all
comes
the way
to us
back.
courtesy of renowned Sasquatch researcher Ron Moorhead, famous for capturing the legendary Sierra Sounds, one of the most compelling pieces of evidence in Bigfoot lore. Moorhead, who generously
Bigfoot
shared this
law?
unsettling audio with us,
Excuse
personally
me?
investigated this case
It's a
alongside
law
the late
now
Peter
that they're a
Byrne,
Bigfoot?
a legendary figure in cryptozoology. In the
Oh, he
mid-1990s,
probably said lore, but
local
he's
law enforcement
Australian.
in Kitsap Peninsula, Washington, received a
Man,
frantic call
Bigfoot
from
law.
a
Is it like
resident
bird
whose
law?
voice trembled with genuine terror.
Can we get Charlie Kelly on
I
there?
got a strange going on out here. Something just killed my dog. Something killed
What?
your dog? My dog went flying through the air over the tree. I don't know how it did it. Okay. Damn it, I'm really confused. All I saw was
Skeptical.
my dog coming over the fence, and he was dead when she hit the ground. I didn't see any cars. All I saw was my dog coming over the fence.
Breathing rapidly, he struggled to articulate exactly what he was witnessing.
911, what are you reporting?
We got someone or something crawling around out here.
Did you see what it was? Was it a person or an animal or?
I can't tell. All I know is that my sensor light came on and I just happened to glimpse and see this thing running across the yard. A good-sized man or something. Looks like a man. I don't know what it was. Just that it ran across the yard.
Okay.
Under the glare of motion sensor lights, he described a huge
now going to
humanoid
study
figure
Bigfoot law.
approximately 6 feet 9 inches tall, completely covered in black.
I don't know what it's a big, real big person. That's all I can say.
Okay, but it is a person.
Yeah, I'd say it was a person, somebody really big. But he's all in black.
Is he a black male or a white male? Did you actually see whether, or was he just wearing black?
He's all black and he's big. He is big.
As the call continued, panic seeped into his voice when he realized the shadowy intruder was staring directly at him through the window, intensifying his fear as he questioned whether this figure was human or animal.
I don't know what it was. Whatever it is, it's running. I couldn't catch it if I was going to chase it. But whatever it was standing up. I'm out here looking through the window now and I don't see anything. I don't want to go outside. Jesus Christ, you better...
Sir?
Dio!
Hello?
Get somebody out here.
What's going on now, sir?
That son of a bitch is about 6'9", I don't know.
Do you see him now, sir?
Yes, I'm looking right at him.
Uh-oh.
He urgently pleaded for immediate assistance, convinced that whatever stood outside was unlike anything he'd
Can
ever
we see a
seen
police
before.
report?
Okay, hang on.
He's right.
Is he in your yard, sir?
I want to see a police report
Okay, what's
of
he doing
this
in your
event.
yard?
He's looking at me.
Oh, and the guy is on foot.
I don't know what... It's a big...
Ron Moorhead obtained this recording directly from the local sheriff's department, personally interviewing the witness and reviewing the official police reports.
Let's see the police reports.
Moorhead and Byrne set up camera traps around the property, hoping to capture evidence of the mysterious creature.
I want to see police
Though no
reports.
photographic
Official
proof
reports.
emerged, both researchers considered the eyewitness to be truthful and deeply traumatized by what he'd experienced. Today, this harrowing 911 call is widely referenced in discussions
this is an AI
of
image
unexplained
if ever I've
phenomena
seen one.
and
Holy shit.
cryptozoological encounters. While skeptics suggest it could have been an intruder,
This thing
or
killed his fucking
misidentified
dog.
wild animal,
There would be a
many in the
straight up
Bigfoot
police
community
report.
Consider this call powerful, chilling evidence of a close encounter.
Probably
with the
available
Sasquatch.
online.
But he's all in black.
Is he a black male or a white male? Did you actually see whether, or was he just wearing black?
He's all black and he's big. He is big.
I like how
Ron
that
Moorhead,
image of
known for his
Bigfoot looks. He
scientific
looks like an
approach to the
action
Sasquatch
figure, like a
phenomenon,
plastic toy.
stands by the authenticity of the terrified man's account, adding yet another unsettling chapter to the fascinating legend of Bigfoot.
Jesus Christ, you better...
Sir?
Dio!
Hello?
Get somebody out here.
What's going on now, sir?
That son of a bitch is about 6'9", I don't know.
Do you see him now, sir?
Yes, I'm looking right at him.
Yeah, the fact that he was like he said he killed my
His
dog.
next creepy encounter was uploaded
So,
to YouTube
kinda
by
like-
Jimmy Aziz.
Like he's
Around
panicked
4
in his
a.m.,
voice, but like
three
I would be
employees at a
sobbing,
Malaysian
dude.
internet cafe were
I would
live
be
streaming
beside
to
myself
Facebook when a
if
loud
something like
crash
that happened.
interrupted them from a
He
darkened
seems
back
just
room.
a little more. I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, it's clearly it's not Bigfoot. There's Bigfoots don't exist.
The group looked for the source of the sound.
She's back. Hit subscribe for Marla. 10 more subs to do the giveaway. Use your Prime, gift a sub, resub. If you haven't subbed in a while.
As they cautiously approached a back room, viewers on the Facebook live stream
That was for
glimpsed
you,
something
Chad.
chilling.
Put your fucking shirt on, kid. Disgusting. Have some fucking humility.
You can see what looks like a pale figure standing motionless, wrapped in what appears to be a burial shroud. Comments flooded in, identifying the eerie presence as a pocong. In Malaysian and Indonesian folklore, a pocong is a ghostly entity connected to traditional Islamic burial practices. Bodies are wrapped tightly in white cloth known as kain kafan, tied at head
later,
and
Salmon.
feet. If these knots aren't loosened
You're at
after
work
burial,
and you
the
farted
soul
through
may
your
return
fucking
as a
underwear, it's
restless
gonna be an
pocong,
uncomfortable
bound,
rest of your shift.
pale, and hopping stiffly due to restricted movement. They're often reported near graveyards, forests, or abandoned spaces.
Yeah, why would this thing ever be scary? It's wrapped up. It's like
Given
wrapped
this
up in a
context,
fucking
the fear
sleeping
of the cafe
bag.
employees
Like,
is understandable. The footage
just
quickly
push
went
it.
viral.
What's
with
it gonna
viewers
do?
split between
Can't use its
believing in a
arms.
genuine paranormal encounter
Barely use
or a
its feet.
staged event.
Just push it over.
Whether real or mistaken identity, the incident deeply resonated with local cultural fears. Just before Halloween, eerie CCTV footage from a restaurant in New Hampshire stirred up quite a buzz
Ooh,
online.
New Hampshire. That's hella haunted.
Captured in the early hours of the morning, the video shows
Harley,
an unusual white
coming in
mist-like
almost 2
shadow
years.
swiftly
Welcome back.
streaking
Thank you for
past
the
the
23
security
months. Get those
camera,
dick fists up.
triggering motion detectors despite nothing solid
Fists
appearing on
in
screen.
the air. Really? Just a gust of fucking vapor?
Minutes after this mysterious blur crossed the lens, security guards alerted by the movement alarms arrived to investigate the empty building.
It's a...
Surprisingly, they found no sign
What?
of any person or
It's just
animal that
fog.
could have set off the alarms.
It's fog, bro.
The restaurant's owners quickly highlighted the building's reportedly haunted history, suggesting this ghostly
I've never seen a
wisp
restaurant
could
where it's like,
indeed
name of
be
the restaurant, and then it
paranormal.
just says, a
Skeptics,
steakhouse.
however, weren't convinced, proposing explanations such as fog, reflections, or even a fast-moving insect. Regardless,
It's
the clip's
just
strange timing,
it's
ghostly
fog.
appearance, and absence of tangible
would it be an
explanations
insect?
leave even skeptics intrigued, cementing
How
it as a
would it be an
suitably
insect?
creepy mystery for Halloween season.
Someone literally just taking a vape and just going up the lens.
Here's a strange one that's left Redditors scratching their heads.
Oh my god! What is that?
It's on a wire rig.
A viral
It's cool.
clip shared online shows a Walmart shopper seemingly performing a bizarre act of levitation right in the middle of the store.
But he's clearly on. Really?
What is that?
Really?
At first glance, the illusion is so convincing that some viewers joked it must be paranormal.
Yeah, they better be joking. It's clearly a bit, dude.
Reddit users quickly jumped in, trying to debunk the mysterious sight. Theories ranged from the shopper having a concealed steel rod supporting his leg to suspicions that he'd strategically loaded the bottom of the cart with heavy items to counterbalance his weight, allowing the illusion of floating effortlessly. However, no one has been able to fully confirm exactly how the stunt was pulled off, making this
yeah, probably up his sleeve. There's like a metal rod that's just supporting him.
real supermarket sighting one for the books.
Oh my god! What is
Yeah.
that?
Also, what's going on down there? Why is this shopping cart different than the other ones? Because actually, no. Why am I even asking the question? It's because it's motorized. That's how it's
supermarket sighting
moving.
one for the books.
Oh my god! What?
Yeah, there's a motor in there. There's a motor concealed in there so that it can move on its own. Also, the back wheels are huge, dude.
That?
Yeah.
It's just a fun little prank, dude.
On August 6th,
You don't need to put it on your
2005,
ghost
a visitor
video.
to the
It
historic
doesn't belong
Bart
here.
Mansion on the Port Hueneme Naval Base in
Belongs on
Ventura,
Reddit.
California, captured something chilling in a photograph.
Yeah, like he
Using
attached
an
one of those
Olympus
like
Stylus 4.0
leaning hoverboard
megapixel
things.
camera,
Exactly.
The visitor snapped a picture showing a ghostly apparition believed to be the spirit of Senator Thomas R. Bard's wife.
Pimped out his cart, yeah. Put some spinners
Thomas
on
Bard,
there,
a
maybe.
prominent California senator from 1900 to 1905, built this stately mansion in the late 1800s as
You're
his
too high
family
right now?
home,
All right,
a
you
residence
Steve.
that locals
Get outta
claim
here.
still echoes with the spirits of its past.
Can we give Marla treats?
The Bard Mansion
I'm
is
out,
well
actually.
known
I gotta
for its
go
eerie
get
tales
more
and
later.
unexplained happenings. Visitors and staff have reported mysterious sightings and sensations, from ghostly whispers drifting down hallways to shadowy figures glimpsed in mirrors or windows. Several accounts specifically mention a spectral female presence believed to be Senator Bard's wife, Mary Molly Gerberding Bard, who passed away in 1937.
Gerberding.
Witnesses describe her apparition silently gliding through the corridors, perhaps still watching over her beloved home. Today, the mansion continues to draw both history enthusiasts and ghost hunters eager to experience its rumoured hauntings firsthand. Whether captured in fleeting glimpses or unexpected photographs, the Bard family's legacy, it seems, endures not only in history books, but in ghostly appearances that continue to mystify visitors year after year.
Stop it.
A quick peek before popping into the pool.
It just feels a little bit entitled.
Security cameras at a Brisbane home in Australia captured footage of a bizarre intruder repeatedly sneaking into a family's backyard
Is that
to
a
swim
fucking
in
ghost?
their pool.
It's just some assholes hopping into people's pools.
The mysterious trespasser, who the family does not recognize, has entered their property at
It's
least
just a
half
trespasser. I guess the title is Eerie Moments that
In
still
one of
have
the
no
strangest
explanation.
DUI
That-
incidents
your
on record,
explanation-
police in
wait,
Roselle,
what?
Illinois released
It's just a
jaw-dropping
dude who
footage
fucking
showing
hops
a car
fences to
cruising down the road with a
use
massive
pools.
15-foot tree embedded upright in its front grille.
It's pretty cut and dry. Car got wrapped, dude.
The incident occurred in January when an alert Roselle police officer noticed the Lincoln sedan traveling in the wrong lane. Upon pulling the driver over, the officer was stunned to see an entire tree lodged into the front of the vehicle. Adding to the absurdity, the airbags had already deployed.
Wait, was he
presumably when the
driving
driver
with the
collided
tree
with the
in the
tree.
car?
Initially, when the
Oh,
Roselle
so-
Police
wait, he
Department
hit the
shared
tree
images
and then
of the
just kept
bizarre
going?
encounter on their Facebook
Mass
page,
attack
some
starts
skeptics
in
questioned the
5,
authenticity of the
4,
story,
3,
suspecting it might
2,
be photoshopped or
1.
staged. To silence
Mass
doubts,
attack.
authorities
Go,
released
chat,
dashcam
throw whatever you
footage
want at
clearly
Marla.
showing the
Look at
car
her.
driving erratically with
Look
its
at her.
other
She deserves shit on her
accessory
face.
before being stopped.
Or me.
The video quickly went viral, amassing tens of thousands of shares and comments from viewers baffled by the sheer surrealism of the scene. The department used the unusual incident as a stark reminder of the dangers of drinking and driving, emphasizing yet another reason why you should not drink and drive. The driver was arrested at the scene and charged with driving under the influence. Authorities reiterated the seriousness beneath the bizarre
Live
spectacle.
bingo.
Driving impaired can lead to dangerous, even deadly outcomes, though rarely do they involve a literal tree hitching a ride.
The tree
Now,
called
if
an
you want to
Uber.
watch some more scary video clips, then hit these two links
Just
right
wanna
there.
see my video, man.
Also, remember to subscribe to our other two YouTube channels. We've got Slapped Ham Mysteries for more in-depth.
All right.
Number 15.
Last video.
Once you've investigated enough haunted places, you're bound to encounter a shadow figure
Still
or two.
probably not
YouTuber
going to get a
Dennis
giveaway
from Dark
tonight.
Life
That's
faces
fine.
off
We'll
with
do it
one in this haunted
later
house.
this week or something. Man, can it please show me on come on, chills.
Yes,
Come
yes,
on,
yes.
chills. Whoa. The CC on?
Did you
Okay, there we
see it? There's definitely something there, but it's not there for long. After it crosses the room, it vanishes completely. I think this demon won't reveal its full nature. At this point, he is but a shadow. Number 14.
A post-op
This
shadow.
dashcam footage was taken from the Garland City Police Department. A police officer is chasing
How
a
many
car at high
decades
speeds
ago was this taken?
when things suddenly go off-road. The car has turned into a dead end and is coming up on a chain link fence. It looks like the chase
This
is over,
so
but
old.
then this happens.
This footage is so old.
The fence at the end means no way out, or does it?
Yeah, this was on so old. It was on
The
World's
car
like
appears to have escaped through a
craziest
solid
police
chain link
chases
fence
or whatever that show
with
was
no
back in
gate
the
or
day.
any other type of opening to pass through. Every officer who has reviewed this footage has been completely baffled, and no
The quality's terrible
explanation has
'cause
ever
this is
been
from, like, the
given.
90s.
You can tell
No
by
joke.
the angle of the car's brake lights that it was driving straight the whole time and did not swerve around the fence. Somehow, there's no signs
This
of
is like when
damage
they
to the
first
fence.
invented
It looks
dash
completely
cam,
untouched.
Number
Number 13. Look
for
closely
cameras.
and you'll see a tall figure in a black robe looking through the front door of this home. And no, it's not Halloween. It's large and yet at the same time so hard to see that it might be nothing at all. I see it though, and it
it's
stands there
nothing
for
at
a
all,
full
dude.
minute without moving.
Come on, bro.
Number 12. Bernie DMJ1 is deleting security cam videos off his Ring app when he sees something really bizarre walk across his driveway. Or rather, it's what he doesn't see. The presence of a reflection, but the lack of a body to cause it. A shadow passes in front of the car and yet no one can be seen. He says this is a ghost or a shadow figure sighting for certain.
Chills
but
is
I'd like
always
to offer a
grasping at
non-paranormal
straws. This is nothing
explanation.
new.
Maybe this is the shadow of someone across the street.
Yeah,
Number
maybe,
11.
dude.
This alleged ghost was caught on video rummaging around a property of an arcade
Bro,
in Dallas.
I gave him gold. And he's posted this shit. It's a bug on the,
The
lens.
phantom blob glides over the grass and quickly
It's a-
fits through
no,
an
it's a bug-
entranceway.
it's a bug
It's
on the
pretty
lens.
convincing to me. Here's
Come
a
on,
second
man.
video of it.
Come
This looks
on,
like
dude.
a cheaper
It's a bug
camera,
on the
but it picks up
lens.
the same shape. The only possible
There's
explanation
another
I
one. Go
have
the other
besides
way.
the paranormal is maybe an insect is crawling across the lens. Number 10. A man finally feels like he's caught paranormal evidence of his haunted basement.
Guys, I'm just cooking some food, watching the game today. I was just down in my basement, and the scariest thing that happened to me, I was down there and... Holy, did you guys just see that? You guys saw that, I just had those plates right there.
When he looks at the home security system,
the
this
Timu of
sweeping shadow
paranormal
figure is what he's caught
makers.
on
That's
tape.
so
I'm not
good.
sure what to make of
Holy
this
shit, that's
because the
so
thought of seeing a
accurate.
shadow person in the basement is really creepy. This shadow figure could be CGI, but the uploader hasn't said a word. If so, do you think it's real? Number 9. A YouTube channel called Jaeger Expective is partying at a rental home they soon suspect is haunted after running some experiments. According to them, these motion-activated lights don't turn on unless someone is in the room, yet the lights come on here when the room is empty.
Isn't that censored?
I think the lights might turn on whenever the door opens, though, because when
Censored?
you
Like a
watch it
bleep?
again, that's pretty much exactly what happens. So they could be wrong about the lights, but next they hear a faint sound from far away. It sounds like one of those really old-fashioned phones that used to have an actual bell on top.
Everybody has their phones, right?
Everyone decides to talk about it again in the morning, and they go to bed. Or
Chills
at least
forgot
they
that you can
try.
set your
Strange
ringtone
sounds
sound to
continue
literally
throughout the
anything
night,
you
stuff that's
want.
hard to catch on camera, like a single footstep and nothing else.
Mine for the last like decade
In the
has been
morning,
the
they also have a bad
the dying
feeling and feel what they
cell
describe
phone
as a
ring
chilly
from,
vibe
Crank.
permeating every room. Jaeger does a quick
you know, you
recording of
know.
every room in the house and picks up this figure, which I think could just be his reflection in a mirror, or maybe not. Number 8. After the alarm went off at their cafe, Redditor ODHB went to check the CCTV footage. This is what they found.
What I don't understand why people are like so bothered by the cadence of his speaking that they're like, I can't listen to him. It's like, why,
A dark
dude?
figure moves
He
into
just
the
talks
corner
like
and
an
shortly
idiot.
after races across the room. The figure doesn't
That's your
seem tall
ringtone too?
compared
It's a
to the
great
table
ringtone.
nearby. It
It's
looks
so
like it's
good.
crawling on all fours. Some in the comments think it's a cat or a dog. They even say they see 4 legs.
Like Chill's voice is just stupid sounding. It's not literal
But the
nails
figure
on a
seen briefly at the
chalkboard. And if
beginning
you
of the
act
video
like it
looks
is, then
much
there's something
taller.
wrong with you, dude. Like you gotta get yourself checked out. Is it annoying? Sure.
Could it
but
be
like,
an animal
it's
climbing
nothing
in
more
from the
than that,
window,
man.
jumping down, and then
It's more like
scurrying
belly
past?
Oh, yeah.
That would be my logical explanation. But even if it's not, I think we can rule out a bug on this one. Number 7. Delphi's paranormal channel is all about summoning spirits with Ouija boards and other scary stuff, so it should come as no surprise when her house becomes haunted.
Loves them.
She wakes up to a wall of home security
Her
system
favorite.
alerts, 2 of which occurred right before 3 a.m. Somebody's been trying the back door. The house feels spooky at this hour, so she decides to make a video about
So yeah, now
it.
she's upset that
Can
I'm
you
not
stand
doing it
behind me?
anymore.
What's that black thing?
Like
She
she's
turns
I
around
mean,
only
it's
to find
existential
it's still
crisis,
there.
Probably.
I don't want to agitate it, but
Who knows what's going on in
looks
that
like
head
it's
of
trying to
hers,
show
dude?
itself when I get mad.
A shadow figure in the corner, or so she thinks. I must be losing my mind because I can see it too. Doubting its existence only makes the ghost more upset as she's about to find out.
Maybe it wasn't the ghost. Maybe somebody tried to break in. Maybe somebody ran out of supply. What the f?
She runs into a well-lit room but can't resist one last look. Someone tell me what is sitting on the couch when she goes out to calm down her dog.
What are you looking at?
This might be a full-blown shadow figure apparition, head and all.
No.
Number 6.
Just a shadow.
The Stroud House in Wake Forest is haunted by a shadow figure. YouTube team Just Ghouly Things believes they've captured this figure on camera. Watch closely.
I don't even feel
God, dowsing rods.
So much.
Stupidest fucking device in the... Stupider than the fucking Oculus.
Becca enters the kitchen. That's the first shadow you see, but they've also captured a second, much taller one.
Whatever.
I can't tell if this figure is just Becca retreating and just blocking the light differently. The figure does seem abnormally tall.
How do you know
if it is a
tall?
shadow figure, I think these ghouls better watch out.
Black,
Things
dude.
won't end well for them. Number 5. The Rolling Hills Asylum in East Bethany, New York is weird. Really weird.
So tall.
So weird that it's classified as a paranormal research center now for ghost hunters. Liam Neville is exploring the haunted asylum when something strange and maybe paranormal catches his attention.
Marla.
This is what he's caught on camera and what's been haunting his memories ever since.
Yeah, there's definitely somebody down there. There's a light coming from that.
Flaps her tail when she hears her name.
Unless there's a light down there. Whoa.
Yo,
Played
dog.
in slow
Whoa,
motion,
dog. Yo.
and you'll see that his flashlight is off when they see the mysterious light in the hall. Liam and his friend are simultaneously frozen in place with fear and ecstatic.
I saw a figure at the end of the hallway.
So did I. Oh,
wow.
my.
I definitely saw that.
Yo, you saw that?
Yeah.
They claim to see a shadow figure in the hallway, and I think I might see it. 59 seconds into the video. What do you think?
Yo.
Number 4. This YouTuber works security at a building that's so
She's not even
haunted,
asleep.
he can't even get past to the elevator without
eyes are
scary
wide
stuff
open.
happening.
Waiting for elevator. Coming to a theater near you. Moves by itself.
It's gotten to the point where he records anywhere
Coming to
he
Netflix
goes
near
because the
you.
place is seriously that haunted by paranormal poltergeist activity everywhere. The building has a nice gym room, for example, but it seems the equipment is always in use
I don't know if
one
nice
way
is
or
the word I would use for
another.
this gym. Oppressive? Maybe? And my eyelashes are crisscrossing and bothering the shit out of me.
Weird things are always caught on camera moving around on their own when he's out of arm's length.
Para darles una sorpresa cuando vengan, que no saben que estoy aquí. Hostias.
Gotta get that latch fixed, dude.
But it is perhaps this haunted playroom area that sees the most
fucking wire
paranormal
was gonna
activity of
fall,
all.
no matter what, dude. It was so everything that's falling in this video is precariously perched.
So that's a lot of freaky stuff to have happened, but he's been making videos for years, and I've saved the absolute scariest video for last. You're not going to believe this one because it's that beyond creepy. He lives
That
alone and hears the
beyond
voices of
creepy,
a
you
family
say?
coming from his room.
Vamos a ver. Que se han escuchado ruidos aquí estos días.
When he calls into the darkness, he is answered by the shadow person sighting. The dark
You
outline
what?
of a shadow moving in the small amounts of light coming through a crack in the door.
Hostia, la luz.
There's no doubt that somebody was
Where
in
you going?
there with him, but was it planned, or was it a real ghost sighting caught on video? I think when you look at all of the paranormal video evidence caught on tape, you'll conclude that this place is really haunted. He could be faking it, but I don't really see how. Also, with barely any views on his
Fishing
videos,
line. I can
don't
show
see
you
why
how.
he would
Just,
continue
I
for
can
years
teach
on
you how to
end
make these
unless
videos.
it was
so you can do
really
it
happening
yourself.
to him.
Then you won't have to look for
Number
other people's
3.
videos. Just make your own.
Two friends are wandering across a field to check out an old abandoned house that they are both excited about. I'm not sure, but I think they found this house at night and wanted to come back during the day. Anyway, they find that the house is mostly intact aside from a collapsing roof and decaying debris everywhere. They're just having a casual conversation when suddenly their camera chances upon something totally out of the ordinary.
Your glass. The other door.
Where?
Middle of the living room.
The roof is off. Holy sh! Dude, oh my, go!
A completely black figure glides across the doorway from above. What's especially strange is that every square inch of this figure is pitch black, even though they are in a room lit by sunlight. It is turned to the side with its head down, but absolutely no facial features are visible. The two friends both turn and run away from the shadowy inhabitant at full speed. I guess they could have a third person with them and just be playing a prank, but their reaction seems a little too genuine for me to think that it is fake. Similarly, if this was just a homeless person upstairs, then they probably would have shouted something like "Get out" instead of silently walking across the doorway. Many people think that this is a shadow person, and I think that's a definite possibility. Number 2.
Definite possibility.
When ghost hunters are distracted by EVPs, they might be missing the obvious right over their shoulder. Posted to the Chills Narrator subreddit, Alex Paranormal TV explains that when this occurred, they were receiving activity in that area via a K2 meter and spirit. He writes, "Keep in mind we check around to make sure the location is empty before investigation, and this place is in the middle of nowhere." The footage shows one of the investigators trying to communicate with the afterlife through the spirit box. As he asks the spirit and implores him to communicate, the man filming hears a bang. The other ghost hunter turns around to look over his shoulder, completely missing a full-figured shadow that crosses in the room beyond, over his other shoulder. Is this the spirit these investigators are communicating with? If so, he's doing more than speaking. He's come for a visit. Would you stick around here? I've seen enough horror movies to know that it's best to get out before it's too late. What's interesting about this image is the scary figure it showcases.
Stupid
I'll be seeing
man.
this in my nightmares tonight. This image is currently trending in the Spanish-speaking YouTube community. I came across it on a popular YouTube channel that creates content in this language, and I wanted to share it with you. It's a great example of how unique elements of horror can be found all around the world, each with its own twist.
The exact same
so
thing,
what do you think is going on here? And more importantly, do you think it's real
I
or
hope
just a clever
whoever,
effect?
please,
Let me know down in the
and when my
comments.
video shows up
I've
on
got
the
a challenge
channels,
for you. Since you've
make
made
up
it this
some
far,
weird
why not
story
like
or
this
something.
video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 a station in India that he thinks could be paranormal. He's filming a train pass by when a shadow figure passes in front of him at 20 seconds. He thinks this could be a real ghost sighting. He's caught on tape, but I'm wondering if it's his own shadow under the train's bright lights. Something's weird about the angle though, so maybe it's a real person or a shadow figure like he claims. Freaky, right?
Fuck you. Didn't use my video. Well, we didn't make it. We didn't hit the goal for a giveaway, and we didn't get in one of those goddamn video clips this week. Lame sauce indeed. It's true. I'm miffed, dude. I'm fucking miffed. There's still a shot, though. There's still a chance. You know, maybe it takes them a really long time to get through those videos. You know, it's very possible. Who knows, dude? How'd my chili turn out? It's still cooking. I set it for like 8 hours, so it's still got another like 45 minutes left. I tasted it like halfway through. It tasted very good. It's gonna be awesome. I've got my chili recipe down to like a pretty good science. It's like I just memorized it now. I didn't even have to like look at a list of anything, ingredients. I just know what goes in it. Okay. Let's do a raid. Rainy. Set Eater Rainy. Playing Cult of the Lamb. Don't worry, we'll do the giveaway at some point. Nope, that's not. I don't know who this person is. Bruh. There we go. All right, get on over there. I'll be back tomorrow. Gameplay stuff. Don't know what I'm playing necessarily. but we'll figure it out. I don't know. I might dip into the Forever Winter. I haven't touched that in a while, and they've had a lot of updates with a lot of cool shit in it, and quality of life improvement stuff. So I'll probably do that early tomorrow, and then evening stream. Don't know, figuring it out. But thank you guys. Appreciate the hell out of you. I'll check you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your evening.